Bismillah. Allahu musta'an. Assalamualaikum and welcome back to podcast Hikmah di Sebalik Kisah, or to be translated, wisdom behind the story. Okay guys, so today, as usual, this episode, not say as usual, it's been a few episodes that this episode is sponsored by Fula.sg. So basically, who is Fula and what are they about? So Fula is established in 2019. Fula is a local Muslim menswear brand inspired to provide men's clothing ranging from kurta, soap, t-shirts and many more. One of their best sellers are their cargo pants. Alright. Cargo pants, guys.
Cargo pants.
One
The
tone,
shirt,
two tone.
the shirt also is from them. So you see how I don't know. I just
kenapa?
feel like it looks good on me, but fala tuzakku anfusakum. Do not praise yourself, to be pure, okay? So basically, they are specializing in curating stylish ankle-length cargo pants. Fula aims to promote the sunnah way of wearing garments above the ankle, and at the same time still appears trendy and up to date. So you see, I can go for a formal meeting. See, like today I can go for a formal meeting at the studio, but currently my studio is everywhere. Fikuli makan lah guys. Okay. Alright guys. So today, as usual, I'm your host Saifullah Abdul Rahman, and with my co-host
Sulaiman Abu Zaid.
And today, if you notice, I've been speaking English from the start. Why? Because we have a guest today, the guest of Hona. So, let me introduce you to our guest. What's your name, brother?
My name is Mahfuz.
Mahfuz. So, today, Mahfuz is a revert for quite some time. And we, Alhamdulillah, we are honored to have him on board to share about the topic we are covering today. And so this episode will be in English, alright? Because if it were to be in Malay, it's going to be a long-winded podcast because Mahfuz will need to crawl with his Malay language. Right? Allahumma barik. So, okay. So today, our topic is, of course, going to be focused on our guest. Our today is Diary of a Revert. Okay, so basically, Mahfuz, without wasting any more time, I would like to ask you, why the name Mahfuz? And what's your original name last time?
Okay, first of all, Mahfuz isn't the first Muslim name that I was actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, first one was Hafizullah.
Hafizullah, okay.
Yeah, Hafizullah Rashid Teo.
Who gave it?
I chose myself.
Oh, you chose yourself, okay, cool.
Because Hafiz have the meaning of the word preserve.
Aywa.
Yeah, and it has something to do with Allah.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and Rashid means rightly guided.
Okay,
So I wanted to have that kind of meaning for my name.
okay,
Yeah, so I have that, but the reason why I changed is because an Ustad says that it's grammatically incorrect
okay,
to have that kind of name.
okay,
So I changed it to Mahfuz. Because Mahfuz, maybe Hafiz is quite common.
okay,
Yeah, so I want something a bit different, a bit unique.
okay.
So Mahfuz is still the same
The
root
same
word
meaning,
as
yes.
Hafiz.
So what's the root word? Let's go into Arabic a little bit. So what's the root word? Hafizah. Okay, it's come from the word Hafizah Yahfazu. So basically, Mahfuz is under the maf'ulun bih. Fa'ala yaf'ulu fa'lan wa maf'alan wa huwa fa'ilun wa dhaka maf'ulun. So Mahfuz, maf'ul, Mahfuz. You see the rhyme? The pattern is there. So basically, what's the meaning of Mahfuz?
Same meaning, I guess?
The one that is being preserved. So Hafizah is the act of preserve. I mean, you are. It's basically a verb. So Mahfuz is the one that received the action. So he is the one that is being preserved, guys, being protected. Inshallah, amin, amin. So this name Mahfuz was from the advice of the ustaz.
No, not really the advice. It's just that maybe
He said that the original one is grammatically incorrect. So you choose this Mahfuz.
yeah.
Okay.
But same root word lah. One need to be
Okay,
two are the same. but not Hafiz. Too common.
So it's just one.
Common, yeah.
Too common. So guys with the name of Hafiz, you are not wrong because you are not the one who choose it.
Yeah.
Right? It wasn't you, it was your parents. If you were given a choice, maybe you would like to change some other name, Allahu Alam. But so for you, you choose the name way before you revert, of course.
Not really. I remember the time when I chose my name because it was one day before my enlistment for NS.
You have not revert
Officially, no.
officially, okay.
Yeah. So before that, I found that I need an identity. I need a name, so that when I go into NS, I can be recognized through a name lah.
Okay.
So of course, they still use my English name, but at
So
least if they ask.
what's your English name? If you don't mind, if
My English name is Rex.
Rex, okay.
Yeah, got Chinese lah. Teoyalu Rex is my full name. Yeah.
Okay. So that's why I saw your name is Rex Mahfuz. A
Yes.
blend of both worlds, huh? Allahumma barik.
Rexus, yes.
So, okay. Mahfuz, you revert at what age?
At 20, before 20, yeah.
20. You are in your 20s.
2009.
2009, you in your 20s. Early?
Yeah.
Early 20s. Because
Not
we
yet
don't,
20.
Because we don't know what's your age now.
Not yet 20.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
19, 20 like that lah.
Yeah.
Not yet 20.
Not yet 20.
Not yet 20.
Like 3 more
2009.
months to
20.
3 months to 20.
So in Singapore, at that age, you can make your own decision.
Legally, yes.
Legally, yes. You can choose to revert.
18 is the age that
Okay.
you can choose to convert legally.
So, okay. Don't mind to share with us what initially drew you towards Islam. Or, wait, do you come... Okay, we are open, right? But if you have anything that you are not comfortable to share, it's at your own choice.
Share your own discreet lah.
Yeah, okay? We
Share
are not...
what you can.
Yeah,
hide
preserve
what you must.
preserve what you think it should be preserved. We are not forcing you to say everything must say. If not, we don't understand. It's okay. If you don't understand, it's okay. At the end of the day, we want to take something out of him, but not at the expense of bullying him to say what he don't want. That is also bully. Making people say what they don't want. Remember,
So
watch
the-
our bully video.
So the main target is for you to say things that is gonna, inshallah, benefit the others.
Yeah.
Who are gonna listen
Or
to this.
maybe someone out there who wanted to revert but have been contemplating. So, okay. What initially drew you towards Islam, and do you come from a family who is strong in their Deen,
religion.
practicing Deen? Yeah, tafadhal.
So, I grew up in a Chinese family, of course. From until age 9 or 10, I was like, I just blindly follow with my parents.
Chinese, do you mind me ask Chinese what? Because sometimes Chinese can be
Buddhist,
Buddhist,
Taoist,
Christian.
or
Mine at the start is Taoist, Buddhist. It's very unclear. It's very superstitious.
Okay.
Yeah, so until about age 10, then my family start to learn more properly
Okay.
by going to a temple and then start to learn.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's when I start to learn more about Buddhism.
Buddhism. Okay.
Yeah, so it's the focus changed to something more Buddhist.
Okay.
So we are aware the difference between Taoist and Buddhism, but at the same time, because Singapore context is a mixture of both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's very unclear.
Alright.
Yeah, because
Only those who know will know.
somewhat, because Buddhism, the origin is from India,
Mm-hmm.
and Taoism is more to the Chinese culture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the difference is like Taoism is more to ancestral worship.
Okay.
Yeah, many idols as well. But Buddhism is more about a
Following
philosophy.
Buddha, right?
Following Buddha in some sense, yes.
Okay, I can relate this to, in fact, Islam. Guys, this is a bit sensitive, but I just want to say it. Even in Islam, even
I
in
know what you're
Islam,
about to say.
you know, people will say they are much more on the right path than this. But at the end of the day, they claim themselves, everyone to be Muslim, right? So, do you think when you came from that faith and when you step into Islam, maybe I'm going too far forward lah. But I mean, just to answer it do you think like there's that kind of
Vibe
understanding and vibe in Islam also actually?
There is like initially it's still like blurrish.
Blurrish.
But slowly when you
Like-
start to
Like you say when you were young, blurrish. Right?
the blurrish.
So when you study,
when I start to learn more,
Become clear.
become
That's the
clearer.
word, eh?
So the
Learn.
keyword is like our brother Mahfuz say, learn. When you learn, insyaAllah, learn and doa, guys. Okay, learn and doa, because you can learn, but only Allah will guide you to the right path. We are not saying we are on the right path, but we hope with the knowledge that we have, with the understanding that we hold on to, with the doa that we make to Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala, Allah will put us on the right path. InsyaAllah.
That's why every time we pray, what do we say? Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Oh Allah, guide us to the right path. Tak padahal.
So okay, when you start to learn, you start to notice then.
Yeah, and just to mention that up to my poly days, before my poly days, primary school, secondary school,
17.
yeah. So primary school, I'm in a normal school lah. Yeah, just that it's a mixture. But when I go secondary, it's a bit special because it's supposed to be. I think if I say this, everyone know what school it is. It's the only Buddhist school, or Buddhist secondary school.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I see.
So
Okay.
I don't have any exposure then with regards to Malay friends or
Oh, okay.
Muslim friends.
So it's like you are going to a
close,
madrasah.
close knitted community lah.
Yeah.
Okay, anta boleh belakang sikit.
Boleh.
Okay, okay. So you went to that school for your secondary.
yeah, it's just not for preference. Actually, it's because maybe it was a girl that I like. That's why I go to that school.
Okay.
Yeah, but after that, yeah,
Love makes you go blind.
Yeah. Okay. But then after that, do you finish the school with her?
I'm not sure, but we different class lah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so there's no exposure to any Malay friends or
Okay.
Muslim friends lah. The only Muslim encounter was with my Muslim teacher.
In that school.
She's my humanities teacher.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we did this like project where we have to go to different places like Chinatown or Little India. So our group, we chose Chinatown. So for me, we were doing a presentation. We are presenting to my social studies teacher lah. So I was talking about food.
Food. Okay. You're a
Yeah.
foodie?
I'm a foodie. Yes.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah. And the food that I used to love was this. So I was talking. Then I brought up pig organ soup.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
apa sedap eh?
It's nice. Lah.
Sounds
It
beautiful.
was like, and my social studies teachers like, when hearing that, was like, ee.
Okay, that Malay.
Yeah. Then I'm like,
That Malay Muslim.
then my friend like nudged me like, don't you say anything like you provoke her or say wrong things like that. Wow, then I scared lah. Alamak, my marks like.
Okay. Oh yeah, you were on a project, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I thought at that point in time, I thought like, the Muslims worship a pig. Because based on Buddhist or all the other culture that I grew up with,
Okay.
right? The reason why we don't eat beef is perhaps
Okay.
the cow is regarded as a sacred animal.
Okay, understand.
India-
So that
Like Hindus and all that,
the
yeah.
understanding that you have that Muslim did not eat pig because
It's like the same reason as we
Okay.
don't eat beef.
okay.
Yeah.
Due to worship lah.
Yeah, due to worship lah.
Okay, understand.
Yeah, some is due to worship. Or some Chinese cultures believe that the cow do hard labor for us.
Okay.
So we shouldn't
Eat them.
as a form of gratitude lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she was your only encounter
Of a Muslim person,
In school.
In school. But
Yeah.
how about your life outside? Do you mix with
I
neighbours?
have a helper at home. Then,
Okay.
She pray at home
Indonesian?
lah, but
Indonesian?
Indonesian.
Typically, usually
Yeah.
Indonesia. Okay.
Yeah, so she prays.
Mm-hmm.
I know that she prays, I'm aware and whatever, but it doesn't spark that curiosity
To us.
to us because I'm kind of like satisfied with my Buddhist religion then.
Okay.
Yeah. So the point where it comes in, is it the next question already?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
So what initially the question is what initially
Yeah.
drew you to Islam?
So initially it was in my poly days already lah.
Mhm.
And the course I took has something to do with music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
You're a musician?
was like yes,
I
but
mean-
I'm not that good also. I'm not that talented.
Okay.
lah.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Okay.
Yeah. So so that course also sadly there's not much Malay and not much Muslims.
Uh-huh.
It's actually only if 4 lah.
Okay.
There's only 4 Malay Muslims in that
Can
course.
count,
Yeah. And the course is small because music is very popular.
Uh-huh.
So the cohort is only just 40 students.
Okay.
So it's only like 10% lah. 10% of the
Uh-huh.
people are Malay Muslims. So even then, I wasn't really that close to them as well lah.
Okay.
So it only comes to my final year project lah, where I've gotten close with one Muslim friend, one Malay.
In your
one of
class?
them. Yeah. Not
Due to the project
different
lah.
class, but same cohort.
Okay.
But because our final year project, we can make use of each other. We have to make use of each other lah. Because you know, the recording studio, one person will be the sound engineer, the other person will be recording.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that brother find me useful.
Okay.
Because I'm not really useful because I don't have much talent. I cannot do any form of harmony or whatever. So I'm quite not say very talented. But when it comes to sound
But why
engineering,
you go into music if you not very talented?
Interested.
passion
Okay.
lah. Yeah.
Okay. Passion for music.
Yeah.
Passion is hearing or producing.
Both lah. You know, sometimes when you're young, you hear music and then you like
Then
want
you
to
like dream
like the boy next door. You want to start strumming guitar.
okay,
want to make it big.
understand.
That kind of feeling lah.
But then when you
Yeah.
are into the course already, you realize that you're not talented yet. Still.
Maybe talented, but others are far more talented.
Okay. Okay.
They really like they'll make it big that kind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a small, not
Fish
even
in a pond lah.
not even fish lah.
Ikan bilis.
Ikan bilis in a
Ikan
pond lah.
bilis lah. Anchovies lah. Allah Mubarak.
Yeah.
Okay, but then then some of your friends back then that you knew today they are out there making it big.
There's a few lah.
There's a few lah.
Yeah.
But you are making it bigger, bro. Inshallah.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah.
Inshallah, you're making it bigger in the hereafter. Inshallah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that guy
Mhm.
that you work with
Was he the one that
drew you.
drew you to Islam?
Yeah, we become very close.
Okay.
And we cannot do work without each other,
Okay.
especially when it comes to studio work. So sometimes he just poof, disappear. Then I just at the studio like boring ah. Then after a few times, then like he keep disappearing ah. Then I also disappear with him ah.
Okay.
Then we disappear to the toilet.
Okay.
Yeah. Then he do something weird lah. Like I think you all know lah.
To you, weird.
Weird lah. Like who put the feet on the sink and
Okay.
then like then like what are you doing? Like, because I don't see this with my helper lah. Of course.
Yeah, she's in the cannot be.
Then-
She
Going
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
You only knows that she's praying, but you don't know
Yeah.
anything outside of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then after that, after the toilet, he do his wash up ablution lah. Yeah. Then after that, he go to the corner of the staircase and then he start to pray ah. Then I start to see like like sama my helper lah.
Okay.
Yeah. So somewhat it interests me lah.
Okay.
Okay, but even though it interests me, it doesn't really like I want to choose Islam as my faith.
Interest you in what way?
Uh,
To get to know Islam.
Maybe, but it's not really a pulling factor for me to accept Islam as my
Okay.
faith. What happened was also during that time, my temple, not say crisis lah, but I see it as like I was being repelled from that faith,
You was being
repelled
repelled.
from my Buddhist faith lah.
From your temple itself? or
Yes, from my temple itself.
Okay.
Oh.
Because it used to be a very small, cozy area, but because of
Politics,
it become big.
Then-
They migrated to a bigger place.
Okay.
So the place suddenly become very cold and it doesn't feel very familiar anymore.
New people.
New people, that's one thing, and we can see that politics, that's one thing, whereby the top rankings like the monks over there or whatever, they kind of like favor to those who contribute more in terms of money.
Okay, understand.
So it
yeah.
really contradicts what I've learned there.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Because technically you guys learn to not be materialistic.
yes, they have a caste system, right? So
But then they need that. I mean, they need that fun, so they need to be good to. They need to treat them extra good lah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's just tak kena lah.
Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
understand it.
And I grew up from there, so it hits me harder lah. So I think that was, yeah, and also maybe I share with one event that happened there lah. There's one contributor who helped a lot, but when he faced some kind of failure
Failure.
in life lah, maybe like bankruptcy because of the company issue, And then it's sad to say that why isn't he was given a high ranking post. Then suddenly because of that incident he back out. And there's no one like pushing him or supporting him. I feel like people like talking behind him.
When he is out of order
when
already
he's
to
like insignificant already
So
lah.
Okay.
when he was helpful, when he was providing a lot for the temple, everyone raised him
Yeah,
up.
he was known as someone very generous. Even the wife is very like low key, doesn't stand out.
But was it only due to one failure?
I-
Or accumulated failures?
I'm not sure about that, but based on what is apparent, he is a big contributor because he's a company. He has a company that is, yeah. So he was doing well, but when that thing happened, I really think like is it really something that I really want to support or something that I want to follow in terms of faith?
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's when you triggered to find out more about Islam.
Not really actually.
Also,
At that point
after
of time,
that,
not
you went
really.
to look for other.
I went to look for other
okay.
things lah.
After I mean, when you start to look for other thing, is that after you saw your friend this one or before?
I think it's just come in time lah. It's like a
At the same
coincidence
time,
lah.
at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah.
So, what other religion that did you venture out to find out?
That was not in mind actually, because since I got a close friend, he's there, rely on him first lah. But things happen that make me really like think, am I doing it because of him, or is it because of my own interest lah? So initially, it's okay that I go drift
Yeah,
away lah.
can,
So it's like when I want to become a Muslim because through him. Not really lah, but because through him, I said I want to become Muslim. So I confided with my mother first.
Okay.
Yeah, in one night we had a very like serious talk.
How old is it? How old were you?
18, 19?
Okay.
18, yeah.
Oh, yeah, poly.
It's around my final year project phase lah. So yeah, we have a very heart-to-heart talk. We talk very long. My mom apologized to me because maybe she blamed herself for not raising me well. That's why I want to choose another path.
Okay.
Yeah, but not really
But
lah.
she's not mad lah.
She's not mad.
She blamed
act-
herself, Akhi.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually most story we hear, they will like blame the child and whatnot, right?
yes.
She blamed herself. Allah,
May Allah guide her.
May Allah guide her.
InsyaAllah.
Yeah, so we talked about it lah. Then she actually accepted me on my decision.
To go to any other faith.
No, to specifically Islam.
Oh, you mentioned to her already about
she
Islam.
mentioned about Islam, yeah.
Okay.
But it's the first time lah.
Okay.
I didn't really show any signs that I'm learning Islam over a certain period of time. Yeah. So it was like maybe a big shock to her lah. Yeah. But after that she retracted because that's because I informed my father about it.
She retracted from supporting you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because my father threw in some reasons that why I shouldn't become Muslim lah.
Okay.
Yeah, so 3 reasons. First one is business. His business. People know him.
Your
So
father.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if he knows that, if people knows that his son is Muslim, that might hurt his business. Yeah.
Okay.
The second reason is, what's the reason?
If you got anything that you note down, you want to look, just take a look, bro. No problem.
Didn't.
Yeah, informal.
Informal. Yeah. Second reason is family issue. I mean, like if you want to go out and have a meal, you can't enjoy.
Cannot eat
Yeah. So
pig organ.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And the third reason is because lama. Next time get back to you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. It has nothing to do with the TERROR thing, yeah.
TERO?
TERRORIST.
No, not really.
No, really, yeah.
But someone when they try to pull me out of it, they use
They
the
mention
reason
that.
lah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go to that later lah. Oh yeah, the third reason was race issue.
Race
Race.
issue.
Yeah,
Because you are Chinese.
yeah, and then somehow the Malays were like use me as you see even the Chinese become Malay.
Okay.
Then
Chinese become Malay.
yeah lah. So don't know. Even the Malay also think this way.
Chinese become
Yeah.
Muslim can. Chinese become Malay cannot. Why? Chinese cannot become Malay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why, okay guys, remember, Islam doesn't care about your race, your color, your language. Islam is the one and only religion that you can go all over the world, you can find someone who is a Muslim.
Yes.
You can't find it in any other religion.
No matter what color or what race are you.
It has not, to the point they say, oh, Arab Muslim. No, to the point, Arab is one of the smallest quantity for Muslims. Population, yeah. So
Yeah, so
it's not linked. No link.
don't you ever say that, okay?
Chinese cannot become Malay, Malay cannot become Chinese, okay?
Of course cannot. But Chinese
You all
can
don't
become
anyhow.
Muslim. Okay, then
Yeah. So yeah, the 3 reasons lah.
Mhm.
So 3 reasons make my mom also like want to like go against me lah.
okay.
Yeah. So at that point of time, she set curfew for me lah. I don't have
Curfew?
curfew much. The curfew quite fierce one lah.
Fierce.
Fierce lah. Need to go home at certain time. Need to report my
Got travelling time.
Oh.
Travelling time, I don't know lah. Yeah. So at the point of time, there's one point of time that that Sunday was my class, my basic course of Islam. So
Okay. Oh, you already went to enroll for the class. How do you go find the class?
the convert center lah.
Oh, you know, you have done your homework basically.
Not full homework lah. It's not a proper curriculum then lah.
But
It's
you just find out where
research
to go.
lah. Yeah.
Where to go, okay.
So
Also
okay, so
from
repeat again. So where did you go?
Darul Arqam.
Darul Arqam, okay.
Yeah. So yeah. So it was my second session. The first session I managed to go, but the second session my parents start to talk me out of it already. Yeah, and then one of the senior, actually the top ranking person in the temple lah, call me lah,
Okay.
among lah.
Try to talk you out.
Nan lah to be specific
Okay.
lah. Yeah, so he call me and then he bring up the terrorists. Don't you relate this to terrorism or whatsoever? Yeah, so I just keep my mouth shut lah. Because also like in my state of like very emotional, I cannot really think properly, so I just let her speak lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Inshallah, Allah Mubarak for being able to keep quiet.
Cool it out.
Yeah, cool it
Yeah.
down. Inshallah.
Because you know sometimes people will want to defend.
Yeah.
Because that's what you are trying to trying to go for, and when people try to talk you out, sometimes it's
You got that emotional drive,
emotional drive to defend what you know currently. And
Actually, I don't know.
sometimes-
Actually, I don't know.
Actually, you don't know.
Yeah.
So that also helps you to keep quiet.
Yeah.
Okay guys, that's also good. A good beneficial reminder to us. So he doesn't know, so he doesn't want to say anything out of pocket. No,
Yes.
anything wrong. So Allah Mubarak.
Because sometimes some of us we don't know, we still want to talk. That's not a good trait, guys. At least do your homework before you talk. And why we say that if you don't know, it's better you keep quiet because we don't want to make a fool out of ourselves. Because after that, when we want to rectify things, sometimes it's not easy. It's just better you walk away with keeping yourself silent rather than you say something and then you need to come back to rectify. If you are given the opportunity, if not,
Remember like last episode, amanah ilmu.
yeah.
We had to rectify, and then the responsibility and the heaviness of knowledge. So yeah, see,
Yes.
this is
So,
an example.
guys, we going to come up with some other question, but before that, if you are looking at this podcast right now, don't forget to like, share, to those who might benefit from this. So you guys consider the people that help to share goodness, and may Allah reward you with the same goodness.
I mean,
Alright?
be the messengers of our time.
Yes, correct. Okay, bro. So how did your family and friends react? Basically, just now we have covered already. So any of your friends, do you have close friends?
Other than that one Muslim friend.
Yeah.
Not say very close, but I'm good with everyone lah.
You good with everyone, but
I don't have very specific close friends.
don't have like
Yeah.
okay. So basically, did they say anything when they knew you want to revert?
Yeah. Or did they know in the first place?
No, actually, I don't know. Cause when I move on to my music course, right, not my old O levels friends, secondary school friends, I'm not say very close. Still got talk once in a while, but not close at all. Yeah, that brings me to the point that there's someone helped me lie the event with my mama, like on that day. Cause I told you that the nun who stopped me by calling, right? So on that day, actually my mom also like, okay, so my mom gave me a curfew, right? And then I actually cannot go out.
That day.
Yeah, that day.
That day that you supposed to go to Darul Akram.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that morning I went to my friend's void deck because I really do not know what to do.
Okay.
Because of the curfew, I feel very suffocating for me. So I go to my friend's void deck, and then I just stay there. I don't want to capture him so early also lah, but he was also going for the class.
Oh,
after
he's
that.
going for the class. So he's also Chinese?
No, he's not.
Then?
Malay lah. The
Oh,
same class
Malay.
friend.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
going for that class. It's a Fardu Ain class basically.
Somewhat basic lah.
Okay,
very
okay.
basic. Yeah, just
okay.
to know all the pillars of faith and whatever.
Oh, not specifically for revert lah.
Yeah.
It opens
just
to
open lah.
okay,
Yeah.
alright, understand.
Yeah, so I was there. I don't know what to do. Just stay there lah. Don't want to disturb him. Then suddenly my mom messaged me in the morning. Like I left home to my friend's void deck like 7 o'clock in the morning, but the class is like 12 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah. So then about 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, my mom messaged me, where am I? Oh, then I said I meeting a friend, but then because Chinese New Year was coming, right? So I used the excuse that I'm buying clothes with a friend. So my mom said that she wants to meet me. And I'm like, alamak, I cannot meet with my Malay friend, right? Yeah, so panic mode, I try to find my old school friends lah,
Okay.
to help me come up with a story, cover up a story, last minute lah. So we did lah. Got one friend, we met Darul Akram, somewhere near Darul Akram. Then my mother met him. So she thought that we are going shopping. So it's a lie
Chinese
that I
friend?
come in. Yeah, it's Chinese.
Okay.
Then after that, when my mom left, then we split lah. Then I meet with my Malay friend.
Okay.
Malay friend. Yeah,
But
so,
your friend that one know the real story? That
The-
why
the
you
Chinese
set
one.
this up? Yeah.
I told him lah, I want to
Okay.
become Muslim.
Okay, okay.
Okay lah. So after that, I go back to my Malay friend lah. Then we start going shopping and whatever. Then at the end of it, like I share what happened recently between me and my family. So I told him lah that my mom said that if she meet you, she will slap you. Yeah. So my friend said something lah. Then it really made me think whether he said this lah. He said that if I were you, I would handle things better.
Such as?
Everything lah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I really down already, and then he said this thing to me lah. So it made me think that, do I really want to become a Muslim lah?
Okay. The Muslim friend, right? That one. He said to you because after he know that your mother want to piak him,
And then they had a fight at home and all that. So
you had a fight at home,
Not say fight lah.
quarrel lah, I mean,
quarrel lah.
disagreement.
Disagreement.
Then he said, if he were you, he will handle the things better.
Yeah.
So then after that, it makes you feel what?
Emo lah, because he's my only kind of pillar of support.
Okay.
So I don't know who else to go to.
So he's
I don't have
questioning
any
himself,
mentor. I
So
don't
you
have-
feel that he's not supporting you, is it?
in a way.
So I can assume that sometimes just a simple comment might affect someone emotionally when during that time maybe too much is on you already lah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then after that, what you find some other support or what?
So it really made me think that really, am I gonna become Muslim or not? Do I want to become Muslim because of him or not? Because initially he's a very close friend. We
Okay.
became very close because of our schoolwork. Yeah, and also he's also a very nice friend. But when he said that, it made me think that, am I becoming a Muslim because of him?
Mm-hmm.
So I start to learn all the other religion. Do I want to go to this? Do I want to go to that? Do I want to become a Christian? So happened that time of the year is Good Friday.
Mm.
So I went for a church service. I don't like how church service are.
Okay.
Yeah.
You went
But
there
I just
alone?
go to a friend lah.
Okay, friend.
Yeah, because a friend he jio me lah. So I went there. So I went there because if Christianity is the truth, I gladly embrace it lah. So I tried, but I didn't like the service lah. I
Okay.
don't like the ambience, the atmosphere. It's
Just through that one experience itself.
before that, I have quite negative experience with Christianity. Like all the church services, I don't like it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm just giving it another try because, you know, sometimes maybe last time tak kena, then maybe this time kena, then
Same church or other church?
another church.
Another church. Okay.
Yeah. So I tried, then I didn't like it. And of course, by then I really learned some basics of Islam already. So I can know the difference between why in Christianity they revere Jesus as God, and why in Islam we don't revere Jesus as God. He's just another prophet. Yeah, so I already established that how can God be a person or yeah. So Christianity is a no lah.
So it wasn't you didn't go to the side in which they have the understanding of Trinity lah.
Yeah, it's
Is the Trinity understanding?
Yes,
Okay.
Trinity. Yeah. So I know there are different branches of Christianity lah.
Yeah, Evangelion, Catholic, Protestant,
So
and then
many
the
lah.
Orthodox and all
Then
that.
then why got so many different divisions?
Yeah.
It can be a bit confusing. So I just go for the main one first lah. See how. Yeah. So it didn't appeal to me. So I asked myself, is there any other religions in mind? So I think about Taoist no lah, Buddhist not already lah. So in Singapore it's a multi-religious society. So next one is Hinduism lah. Why not Hinduism? I mean, if it's upon the truth, I should just go for it, right? So Hinduism is not.
Then how
Because-
can a Chinese become Indian?
Precisely. Because you need to be born into that faith.
Yeah.
Same goes to Judaism, the
Okay.
Jews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
one
You
more
have to be
exclusive
born.
lah.
Yeah. So
Okay, so you went to search. He went to search about all religions, right?
He's like Salman Al Farisi.
So, okay, guys, because this one is for you guys to think about it as well. Then why did not atheism cross your mind?
Yeah.
Or did it cross your mind?
I was about to ask you also, why do you, at the end of the day, why do you need a religion?
Yeah. Why
When
did
you
you
go-
fall into atheism?
Yeah, like you find here, find there, find better.
Darwinism, evolution.
No need lah, no need to tie myself to religion lah.
Yeah, what made you?
that is actually one question I never really think why I didn't. fall
Yeah,
into
because I
atheism.
was thinking, why are you searching for religion
Kan?
when you want to live a religion? Why
Yeah.
when you can't find any religion, right? Why don't you just like
Subhanallah.
heck care lah with the religion?
Yeah.
Maybe I might lead to that if all else fails lah.
Okay.
Yeah, because my father's, when I asked my father's his perspective, he agreed that, you know, almost all religions are like man-made.
Okay.
So it's better to always believe
To
in yourself.
to him, Islam also man-made.
So
As of
all
now lah.
religion are man-made.
From Prophet Muhammad SAW, he thought it's man-made from him. Okay.
Because after all, as you look at most religions now, they always want to, you know, money. They always have this lucrative. It's a lucrative business lah. If you think of
Can
it
say
this way.
so. Water, you rate, you sell $1 bottle become
Subhanallah.
$20.
But this is what the lucrative money making. These are the things that actually made a lot of religions, even though they started pure, they became very
Yeah.
corrupted.
Yes.
The source all came from money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, after you find, you went, and then
Yeah.
how do you end up Islam again?
So when I start to search, right, I find my answer lah. One of it is that the religion, it has to be fair in some phase. It cannot be like I must be born to a certain thing that I cannot choose.
Yeah.
I'm born as a Chinese, you're born as a Malay.
Uh-huh.
Cannot because of that, like I need
The
to
door
be,
shut.
Yeah, door shut. Like tak fair lah.
Yeah.
Then it's like you're always pious than me because you are born in that
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so to me, if that's the case, then cannot. That's the one thing.
Cannot brain it.
Yeah, cannot. Yeah, if unfair, then like that, I might as well don't believe, right? Yeah. Yeah. So the second reason was the authenticity of the religion. So as you compare all the other religions, of course, Hinduism, they have their scripts. I think that's one of the more closest one that still preserve their language and whatever. And Islam is the next one in mind that, you know, that everything is in Arabic.
Okay.
the text is still in Arabic. People still recite the Arabic. It's not just exclusive for the top tier priests or whatever. But in Islam, it's like even a convert who is like just learn Islam for 1 year, if he picks up the Arabic language, he can be as equally pious as those who have been a Muslim all his life. So that distinguish my thoughts. It makes me like, okay, I know that this one is the
You
one.
are thinking soldier, huh? Yeah. In religion, you must be a thinking soldier.
See guys, that's why he went out to research. This goes to even to the reverts ke non-Muslims who want to find out or other religion, even born Muslims you have to learn.
Yeah.
That's why even in the Quran, the first command was Iqra. Read. So we are commanded to read. We need to know the religion to actually follow it. You don't follow, I'm Malay, I born as a Muslim in a Muslim family. I'm Muslim lah.
Yeah.
So you don't buat people IC label Muslim. That's it. You know, no, you need to learn. So that's why sometimes this type of reverts actually
Much more hardworking.
they are much better than born Muslims because they went out to learn. We just so-called we inherit. Religion is not about inheritance.
Yeah.
Even though inheritance is a very big topic in Islam, but the religion itself is not about lineage, heritage, as in inheritance and all that. You have to learn about it. And what triggered after you did all your research? What made that tabit made your heart? Okay, it's Islam.
The two reasons.
Those two reasons.
Yeah.
So just those two reasons made you.
Yeah, because to me it's enough already. What more do you need to be satisfied with that curiosity?
So technically those two reasons.
So what's the reason just now?
Authenticity.
Authenticity, that's the second one. The first one is I don't have to be born to that certain
Fair.
Realistic
Okay.
fairness.
Okay, fairness. Okay.
So it outshine. Just these two reasons outshine Islam against the rest. So one on one.
So basically, that was the turning point for you to embrace Islam.
Yeah, so that's when I start to go to classes on my own. I didn't really, I just tell my friend I'm going for this class. It doesn't have to coincide with his timetable and whatever. So I start to learn on my own. I believe that time was February, and
This one you ever graduate?
I haven't graduated. It's still my final project. So February to the point of my enlistment, which is at July.
Okay.
So during this like 5 to 6 months, I start to learn on my own. Not my own, I go to classes and learn.
Do your own research also
I
lah.
do my own research. Then I start to learn pillars or whatever lah. Then, during my
Do you meet new friends at the class?
not really.
Not really. Why?
Yeah.
Because
OT lah. I more concern myself. I also don't have much time because 5-6 months only.
okay, but when you go to a class, are there any other revert
There
already revert or potential revert?
There is, but it's like a hall. Everyone is scattered, so we don't have like any like activities that.
So it's not like a classroom lah.
It's just like information, show you information, and then you learn and whatever.
So guys, so you see the way you say everyone is scattered actually it's advisable in a class setting everyone to sit close to each other.
But got cabar.
Huh?
Got
No,
cabar.
I mean the
no,
men
serious, still cabur,
the men right?
Cabur okay
The
lah.
men, I mean the boys, the men to sit together, and actually the best is to sit nearer to the teacher. But if you were to go to some class or some talk, people will try to go to the further seat from the teacher actually.
Yeah, but can't blame because it's still just a basic course.
Yeah.
People like shy or
But
uncertain.
you see, that's what makes like right now for example, everyone over there is new, so understand they shy.
Some still trying to learn and to confirm the faith that they
Yeah,
really want.
but you imagine if, like you said, there were Muslim there, right? I'm not talking about revert or the potential revert. I'm talking about the Muslim. The Muslim there, those who go there to learn, although they are new to the religion perhaps because they just started to learn, that should be an opportunity to connect. Because like right now with hindsight we say this but at that point of time maybe people don't know. So in case any one of you who are watching this, you are in that situation, now you know already. You should take that steps to maybe get close to people like him at that point of time So, you know, you can build that rapport. People like him have a shoulder to cry on, you know, a hands to hold on. So, if you are born Muslim and you were to go to a class and you notice there are some Chinese or Indian, not Malay, okay, you might, you know, introduce yourself, try to get that connection, because maybe it's like him, someone is finding. So, at the end of the day, when you learn, you will know. At that point of time, nobody knows because everyone is still finding. But now, as a Muslim that knows, and if you are in that setting, and if you see something new, someone new, try lah. You never know that you are the cause for him to, you know, like, finally, I've made my decision after this class because of this guy, because of this lady. That's what we want lah.
Like the hadith, I think you remember the hadith about if when you want to spread love, spread salam. What's the hadith again?
Afshus salama bainakum tahabu. So spread salam among you so that, you know, you love each other.
Yeah, so you might never know, due to your salam, due to your approach, you might actually encourage someone to macam, oh, so this is Islam. So this is what we are supposed to be acting. Don't be those so-called Muslims who like, oh, see Chinese guy only oh, this one revert. Oh. You buat bodoh. You see Malay ni, macam no. See, mix around. Islam is a religion of rojak. Kita rojak rabak.
Rojak as in ethnicity lah, I mean.
Yeah, we mix, no, to the point that you don't seclude yourself, nor you exclusive. You push other races aside. You should mix, give salam and all that. Yeah, connection.
So what challenges did you face during your journey to Islam, the most significant one, and how do you overcome that?
Wow. It's in the point that I still haven't become Muslim yet lah.
Yes.
Firstly, it's my parents lah. The
Your
communication. So, after they give me curfew and all that, right, I start to like, okay, maybe I don't be too high key lah. I tone down lah. So I keep everything in secret. Even that time there's temple event, because Visat Day is in between that phase, I still help out with my parents for Visat Day. So even though I know that Buddhism is actually a philosophy, it's not really a religion, it's a philosophy, it's a way of thinking, it's not really the way of life. So I like
When you revert, right?
Yeah.
When you revert, the day that you revert, do your parents know beforehand?
No,
Or
they don't.
don't know.
Yeah, just keep it low. Because actually they know that, okay, so my enlistment is July something, then 3 weeks later, it's the actual date of my conversion. Yeah, so throughout all the time I've been learning, I've been praying for quite a while already lah.
Okay.
Yeah, so on the day of my enlistment, right, it was a Friday. So, you know, you go Tekong and then the auditorium very big, the recruits are in front, the parents sitting at the back. So they are asking, okay, because it's Friday, 12 o'clock, they finish the thing, Jummah, right? So, okay, Muslims go to the left, and those who are not, stay behind. So when everyone leave the auditorium, I'm like, what should I do?
Your parents there? Were there?
My parents said
Okay.
anything of. They didn't know that I like really want to go to Islam. So I just sit there all the time. I really don't know what to do. I just freeze there. Then the superior come and ask me, what are you sitting? Then I say like, I'm a Muslim. My parents don't know. So I don't know what to do. And they asked me to stay behind. Yeah. But since then, I still haven't go to Friday prayers.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that already somewhat my parents roughly know lah.
That on that day, the
Kind
Tekong.
of they know that I think they know lah.
But they
I think
didn't
all
confront
along
you,
they know all along. Just that I keep it under wraps.
means until the day you revert, you suspect they know, and they maybe know, they never strictly say to you.
think
It's just that kind of
confrontation
game
Yeah.
Like maybe they know already, but they never say anything to me.
So I don't have to announce it.
Don't
during
mention
like-
no need to mention that kind of okay. So okay, can you share with us a significant moment or event that deepen your understanding of faith in Islam?
Deepen lah.
Deepen means maybe after you revert, okay, any significant moment that deepen your understanding of faith in Islam? Because sometimes, like people, but there's this one incident that make them like, oh, I cannot, this one I'm serious already.
Okay, for example, like for me, my accident, 3 months before my marriage, that was like one of my greatest impact that made me like believe that, okay, Islam is the truth. I really have to work hard. So, are there any events in your life that gave you that feeling like, oh, okay, I'm gonna give my all. No looking back anymore.
That one a bit hard to answer because there's two parts of it. First part is because currently my methodology is still rojak.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but until a certain point of time, that's when I know that this is the path that I want to choose. Not because of those like deviant thingy. Yeah.
Okay,
So
alright.
yeah, because when you just embrace Islam, everything is new.
Okay.
You are not aware of all the other controversies and whatever lah.
Okay, so can I say that when the first you embrace Islam, the methodology that you were upon and the methodology that you were upon now is different?
Yeah, different.
Yeah,
Completely
because
different lah.
some revert, they already know the methodology, and when they revert, they are upon that methodology. So you were not upon what you are upon right now
Yeah.
when you revert during that time.
Yep.
So why is that? Is it because, I mean, like
Exposure lah.
exposure?
Yeah, because I didn't meet that kind of people. I don't have that kind of. That time maybe social media is not so outreaching. I do not know a lot of the deviant sect.
Okay.
Okay, by the way, guys, let our audiences know what methodology is. So it's actually a method, a way of understanding of believing Islam. Through what way, through who. So it's methodology is just the path of the way of understanding of the religion.
Okay.
So yeah.
So we would like to make a disclaimer first before we get into this this topic lah. Okay. We want to make a disclaimer that we are not judging anyone out there. Alright? Because we personally, each and every one of us might have gone through different path before we settle down on the path that you are on. We are talking about Muslim only. Okay? So basically, we are not judging. If you are not on the path that we are discussing about, we pray to Allah that you will be on this path. InsyaAllah. Because this is the path that we can say is clear, is bright. The night is bright like the day. Lailuha kana hariha. Okay? So basically, we all know, when you embrace Islam, when you hijrah, you will start to learn. And when you learn, you will know that, why that guy like that? Why this guy like that? We are not talking about mazhab, guys. Okay? We are not talking about mazhab. Mazhab is the understanding of fiqh. We are talking about creed, the aqidah. Okay? It's a big thing that we were talking about for the past few episodes. Okay? We are talking about the aqidah. And we know that in our deen, that aqidah that you hold on to might be different to the other Muslim. And what differentiate them, we won't say much because
No labeling.
we don't want to label ourselves, we don't want to label you, and like I said, we are all Muslim, alright? We all want to find the truth, but we want you to pray to Allah to show you the truth. So that is when, if you heard anything from us like, I don't practice it that way, why are they practicing it that way? Please understand that there are differences, and we are upon that path, that methodology. And it's a simple methodology. We try to practice Islam upon the Al-Quran and the Sunnah of our Prophet SAW with the understanding of the pious predecessor, the people like the companion and the one that came after them, their students and their students. Alright? Yeah. So the companion, the tabi'in, the tabi'in. So, anything wrong with that? Yeah. So basically, if along the way in our discussion, you find anything different between what you have been listening from your teacher and what we are saying, please remember that what we say doesn't come out from our pocket. We don't talk about the deen from our pocket. What we say is what we learn and what we get from our teachers and from our scholars. Alright? So it's not like we at home lie down on the bed, hands on the head, suddenly think, oh, Islam is like this, it's like this, it's like this. No, guys, no. So we again say, we are not, when we say we are upon the Quran, the Sunnah, and the understanding of the pious predecessor, we are not saying that you are not upon the Quran and Sunnah. We are not saying that, okay? The understanding of the pious predecessor, that might differentiate between us and you. And we are not also saying that you are not upon the understanding of the pious predecessor. But like we said, make dua to Allah that every one of us will be upon the manhajul haq, the right methodology. So
that's a disclaimer as well. So whatever he said, Saifullah said, even though whatever we share with you guys, it's upon us to research, we check properly and then we share. At the same time, it's upon you guys as well. Okay, you guys also have to, these two said about this. You guys also make the effort to research, find out about it, so that the info doesn't just stay as an info. Remember, like we said, don't stick to info. Find knowledge that which you can practice. So yeah, disclaimer: go make a research or yourself, make an effort to find out. Not just when we say something and then, okay. No, even when if you learn from scholars, double check. Oh, the scholar say, from this hadith. Okay. Yeah. So when you find out, you will love the religion more. You will learn and you will love the knowledge more because you make an effort instead of just taking in everything and then it becomes infotainment instead of knowledge.
yeah, so basically you guys have to be a thinking soldier, just like our brother here. You know, mostly like we said, the REVERT, they are a thinking soldier because they really research and research. They doesn't just absorb what is in front of them. They compare. You know, like if they do homework about Islam and when they come across something that is different from what they learn, they do research. Why is this different? Who are they? They are Muslim, but why are they different from what I'm learning? So they make a lot of homework, and that's when they compare, they ask, and they decide. So as a born Muslim also, when you know that in your deen there is this kind of different of opinion, you should do that also. Yeah. So when you hijrah, don't just take whatever come from the people around you, but do your own homework. Especially with the modern era of internet, you can get to the, when they say, this is the scholars, the ulama, this is the other side, ulama. Listen to the ulama, and then from there you judge. Be a thinking soldier. Be a thinking soldier. You have to think positively. You have to know that this religion cannot be something that is out of the brain, out of the world. It's something that is able to be accepted from people on this earth. So if you got something like from the sky, out of the world, all this, right? I will say that lah. Then you need to think again, alright? If someone pull out that ideology from somewhere, from the sky, from the dream, from whatever, not from the Quran and the Sunnah of our Prophet SAW, the authentic Sunnah, and the understanding of the pious predecessor, then you should sit back and think, where this thing come from? He said this thing come from him. Why must I take from him if he has no basis from this wahyu, from the Quran and the Sunnah? So think about that. Alright. So as our brother said, after he REVERT, he was on a methodology that he wasn't upon now. So when was the moment that you find that methodology that you are upon now?
When?
And what incident or like what knowledge? that
Any
you came
significant
across?
incident?
Maybe there is one issue with a Muslimah actually. It's apparently it's not so lovey-dovey that kind of relationship, but she found me through social media, and then she asked me whether I can help her with something which is quite important.
She's a Muslim?
Yes, she's Muslim. So during the journey I have with this Muslimah, she suddenly said that she has cancer.
Cancel, right?
Yeah, so I had sympathy for her. So I start to, but at the same time, she also expressed her love or interest towards me.
Okay.
And she was older than me lah. So it becomes a bit hard for me to accept as well because I'm still new. At that point of time, I was maybe like 1 year old in Islam.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was quite overwhelming. And then she kind of like harassed or pestered me to the extent that I don't
Okay.
like.
You feel harassed,
In a way.
Okay.
I didn't like that thing. But I still do not know how to
push it.
push it away or whatsoever. Because I'm quite an introvert guy. I don't like to hurt people's feelings and whatever. So I bottled it up, then couldn't take it lah. So I confided with the Malay friend that I was close with.
Okay.
Yeah, so and then somehow it start to work out, everything start to scatter out. At the point of time I start to learn more about why is there a different methodology, not the word specifically, but why are there differing issues that people cannot agree on. So I watched 2 videos from specific someone, should I mention name? Yeah, so it was something with different how different people think, and one specific topic that he raised in his another video was regarding to music, because music was my passion. It was going to be my life. Yeah, so I learned it, and then I started to like music tak boleh lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you say music tak boleh, why do you decided to believe him?
Before that I haven't really believed him. I was
You already heard from him many times?
no. This first video was something else. Second video was music.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like,
You just discovered him.
yeah, okay. But before that, also like being exposed to other different practices as well.
Understandings,
I got do headbanging before.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Not in the rock scene. It's the
yeah,
Islamic
I understand.
rock scene.
Islamic
Yeah.
headbanging.
So I did that. So I was exposed to different things because
You went to the event.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
But it's quite small group lah. It's not a huge one.
Okay.
Yeah, so in a way, like if you bring back to all the things that when I was learning, I was trying out different things. I went through Christianity, Judaism, Hinduism, all my careers all just blown out. For now, I like in that phase lah. I'm trying different things. I learn different things. I'm exposed to different things. Then I get to realize so many things. I thought it was okay actually because there are ustads doing it.
So when you see that, do you see that this one in another religion also have like that?
Not really in that sense because the environment is so different.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like maybe the same thing but smaller, and it's
And
not
because they mention Allah, they mention Nabi Muhammad SAW, that's why you think it's Islamic. Okay.
yeah. So I don't see anything wrong actually.
Okay. At that point of time.
At the point of time, until I watched the 2 videos.
Okay.
One was regarding that, and the other one was
Allah guided you through that video. Allah
Yeah.
Mabarak.
Alhamdulillah.
yeah, and music is the one because music is my. But after my NS, I'm gonna rely on that.
But when you heard that, your firewall never.
Yeah.
But I want to ask the ustad that I'm close with who
Okay.
bring me to that group
Okay.
to do that. Never reply. Somehow I
You
don't know.
did ask?
I did ask through email because I didn't dare to
okay.
I emailed him, never reply.
He blue
Okay.
tick you ah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Last time I don't know. Can she blue tick or not? Email can.
Email, right?
So cannot lah. Then I thought okay lah. Then I think like I'm on my own lah.
Okay.
Yeah, until I see a friend, suddenly post his video. The
That video that watch.
Yeah,
Okay.
somewhat lah. Then
Your
start
friend.
talking. Yeah.
Okay. Means you have a friend. You know him.
Oh, that was about 1 to 2 years of my Muslim life. I know people. So when they
okay.
share, then then we start to have some click, then we start learning. Then that's my point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, so you see, if you have social media, don't be silent at your social media. If you are upon that understanding and you believe that your understanding is the true understanding, share something, guys. You never know, someone might come across your posting and it can be a source of hidayah for them. Right? Don't waste your social media with memes and funny video. Right. So okay, then after that
Then
you connected to him.
connected to him and then try to fish out more information. Try to really see whether it fits with my mindset or not.
How long was he already upon that?
I'm not sure. I think he's still new lah.
He's also
Because
still new.
like
Okay.
I met him that time, he's still not so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So consider you
Both
both
on
like
the journey
on the journey.
Somewhat
lah.
lah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. Bringing back to the issues is like, actually when you think of all this is, I don't care what label lah. Even if that word is something bad, right? But it is truthful, I'll go for it.
Okay.
So that's what I go for when I want to choose my religion. I mentioned to you that I tried Christianity not because I don't like it. I don't like it, but I still try because it might be the truth. That's why I go for it. Then I actually think make sense of Judaism and all the other faith, but it just doesn't connect because of the two principles that I hold on to. And then these two principles also bring forward to this on finding my methodology, because authenticity is the one that boils down to how I should believe. And yeah, what's the first one again?
The first one is fairness.
Fairness.
Because like you say, you are
because
not born in it, right?
You know, some groups really honor a specific person because he might be someone related to the Prophet
Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, yes.
and that is defeated by many stories from the Quran.
Yeah.
That mentions that the son of Nuh alayhi salam,
Alaihi Wasallam.
he was a disbeliever, and he's not being saved even though Nuh
The lineage is
alayhi
there.
salam, yes, the niche there, even the Prophet intercede for him, but it's done already, he cannot.
Your lineage doesn't help you in your deen, guys. Your lineage doesn't help you. Your taqwa that will help you.
Yeah. So even though I don't care the labels actually. I want to know the attributes or the characteristics of that specific things. So
not the label.
whatever name is given, I will just go for it.
As long as it's a truthful methodology.
Because what I'm after for is the truth.
Yeah.
See the attributes, the sifat of the thing. It's not the name. The name doesn't, like I said that time, label Muslim. But then if your attributes is not attributed to a Muslim, it doesn't mean anything. So
So basically, you have gone through much more worse stage when you were non-Muslim and wanted to revert to Muslim. So to you, this stage is actually nothing. Is it?
In
Kind
a
of
way
right?
lah,
similar
because
vibe.
already, when I think back, right, this is the two principles that
You hold on
Anchor
to.
me,
Why when you are in Islam, you suddenly want to discard this principle and embrace whatever come in front of you. You still
at first I'm still like okay, still like not say
Go
blind
along
Muslim like okay lah, everything okay. But when you start to learn deeper, you start to think that
Allahumma barik. Learn.
would the Prophet ﷺ would actually acknowledge all these different kind of practices that he didn't come up with. Because if you think, you just ask yourself whether that the Prophet ﷺ got practice that.
Yeah.
If
The
tak
head banging
practice-
example lah.
Yeah,
Is there any narration that the Prophet head bang?
uh,
So yeah.
Yeah, and also when you see all those different groups, you ask yourself whether in terms of like, is there any lucrative side to it? Because so far I found that in terms of what we have learned so far, I don't think almost anyone who is upon this understanding fishing out for this. I mean, Umrah, yes, because transportation fee, all that there is acceptable.
It's actually, I mean, you have to
It's your
service.
it's your ibadah, your worship.
And anyway, the Umrah part is not asked by the ustaz. It's asked by those
Yeah.
people.
And
so
they are
it's-
taking that 12 days, how many
Yeah,
days?
it's not in
you know,
our power
they are-
anyway to control that.
It's more of like they are helping you to do
But if
your
you think
ibadah.
of like all those like artifacts that people go for museums or antiques,
I mean the clothes and the hair.
specifically, I don't want to say that.
the blood.
Yeah. When you start to think of it, it really brings me back to all those relics of my Buddhist museum. It happens in all my previous faith.
Yeah.
All my previous, only Buddhism lah, yeah. But it happened there, then it's like, I can see the similarities. So, I don't know if you think about it like that, I always have this principle when I see non-Muslims. I would say, I see Muslims also lah. I ask them, if you are born as a non-Muslim, will you still become a Muslim or not?
When you say Muslim.
Yeah.
Okay.
Will you become a Muslim? If you are born as a non-Muslim, will you be a Muslim or not?
Will you still be a Muslim?
Because
There's a
Heavy share.
That's a hard question for someone who doesn't strive to understand their deen.
Yeah, because for me, I really abandoned my, not say my total past or total culture. I already
Separate
filter
yourself.
out. I able to filter out what I can do, what I can't do. So I know what I'm doing is still Islamically correct. Yeah, but for some people, for most Muslims, they haven't go through that phase. They do not know what is right. They might think is hand me down knowledge. They cannot. They haven't filter it out yet.
Yeah, because they feel like they cannot desecrate the honor of their ancestors passing down.
Yeah,
So, oh,
but-
this one is for my
yeah.
grandfather, or this one for my
Cannot
father.
be wrong,
Cannot be wrong. But in the Quran, they already said about this issue here.
Yeah.
For me, I already like, no, something I have to abandon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sure,
Alhamdulillah, Allah guide him to revert to Islam, and after reverting, he doesn't sit there, guys. So
Yes.
for you guys, is, you know, I'm not saying that hijrah is like reverting, but the path that you go through and the methodology that you should stand on is the same. For a non-Muslim to go into Muslim, they need knowledge. They need to do their research. They cannot be absorbing whatever is in front of them.
Yeah, why would I want to become a Muslim to kill people? It's already against my former faith already. It's something that if you are a man of principle, you won't go around killing people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
A
I don't-
normal people without religion also find that
Yeah,
not right,
it's,
right?
It's immoral.
And we
Yeah.
know that the religion shouldn't be teaching that.
Yes, correct. So I don't know lah.
That's why I say
Yeah.
your sensibility will distinguish a lot of things. You just don't, you know, like people say, Malay say lembu cucuk hidung, you know, like this. People pull you, you just go. Cannot, guys. When you hijrah,
You're not a lembu.
lembu
Yeah,
saya.
you're not lembu.
Dia cakap lembu, lembu.
Lembu dia cute lah.
Barakallahu fiik.
What's supposed to be?
Lembu
It's
ah.
correct,
You're
lembu.
not a kambing.
Kambing is good lah.
Good,
Ah,
kambing is
can
good.
lah.
yeah. Animal, he learned about animal. Maybe go pasar. Okay, so basically, his path to revert and our path to hijrah should be almost the same.
No.
To find, to learn, and to distinguish. And to recognize, guys. To learn about the wrong thing is not because you want to go upon it, but you want to be able to distinguish it when you face it. So, that's why you say, when you learn about Tawheed of Allah, you need to learn about Shirik. Not because you want to do Shirik, guys, but because you want to know. When you come across it, you know this is Shirik. Because I learned about it. So if you don't learn about Shirik, people bringing that shirkness in front of you, you don't know, you just consume. That's when you see, you know, people can go to the grave and say, okay. Okay guys, that's sensitive topic. I censored myself. Okay, I no need to post edit. Okay, okay guys, I have a few more questions which I want to go, but I would like to continue in the next episode. So this episode, I'll end it here. We'll come to the next episode so that I don't need to edit the video. So okay guys, this episode is sponsored by Fula.sg. Don't forget to go to their Instagram handle, which I will provide, and check them out guys, because I feel like, you know, I'm good looking now. I'm ready to go for a meeting guys. Allahumma barik. Okay, I feel like
Meeting can, dating with wife can,
yes,
settle.
I look good, but don't, you know, don't trust me. Just go there. Remember, right? Don't trust anybody wholly like that. Just go to their Instagram handle, check them out, and you know, if you like it, purchase it. You support them, you support us. So if you think there's something for you to take from our podcast and it's beneficial for you, please do share it, and till we meet in the next episode. Assalamualaikum, barakallahu fikum.